in today's session, let us have a look on sorting mechanism. So there are many techniques to sort the elements in an array. So among those, we are seeing the one technique, that is bubble sort. So today's session, let us have a look on this bubble sort. So first consider the elements, some 70, 40, some 50 and 10. Let us have the elements, the four elements. Now we have to perform the bubble sort. Just I have taken a little number of bits because so the explanation will be simple. So in the bubble sort, there are 5 elements. So 4 elements. So n is equal to 4. Now in the first iteration, we have to compare the first element with immediate next element. So the input for the first pass is the first element and second element. So if the first element is greater than the second element, perform the swap operation. That means we have to interchange the numbers. That means 40 must be bring to the first position and 70 must be sent to the second position. So that means interchange the values. So the output for this is 40, 70, 50 and 10. Again, now compare the second element with the next immediate element. So this will be performed. Again, the same condition will be checked. If the first element is greater than the second one, we have to interchange those elements. Again, 70 is greater than 50, so we have to interchange. So swap, apply the swap in between 50 and 70. The resultant will be 40, 50, 70 and 10. Again, now compare the third element with the last element. Next immediate element. So now 70 and 10 will be compared. So here also the 70 is greater than 10. So we have to perform swap operation. That means we have to interchange the 70 and 10. The resultant will be 40, 50, 10 and 70. So this is the resultant of pass 1. Here we get the highest element, that means largest element. So after the first pass, the largest element will be sent to the last position. Now let us have the second pass, next iteration, pass 2. So pass 2, the first input is 40, 50, 10 and 70. So we have to again repeat the same process. First we have to compare the first and the next element. 40 is less than 50. So 40 is not greater than 50. So no change should be done. No swap. So we should not interchange those values. So just the same value will be returned. Again, the second element and the third element will be get compared. Again, 50 is greater than 10. So we have to perform that swap. That means we have to interchange the elements. So we have to interchange the swap. Next, the resultant will be 40, 10, 50 and 70. Again, perform the last element. So next, third element with the fourth element. 50 is less than 70, so no swap. So the resultant will be 40, 10, 50 and 70. So here this last position is the largest position, it was fixed, and now in the second pass the third position is also fixed. The second largest will be fixed. Now coming to this pass 3, third iteration. The input for the third iteration is 40, 10, 50 and 70. Again follow the same procedure. So here the 70 is fixed, 50 is fixed. So now first element and second element will be get compared. So as 40 is greater than 10, we have to perform the swap. That means we have to interchange the 40 and 10. So the resultant will be 10, 40, 50 and 70. So these are fixed. Again now the 40 will be compared with 50. Though no swap because 40 is less than 50. So 10, 40, 50 and 70. Again 50 is compared with 70. So again no swap. So the resultant will be 10, 40, 50 and 70. So we got the final sorted list. That means if there are n elements to be sorted, the number of iterations must be 3 iterations. In the 3 passes, we will complete the sorting procedure. And in each pass, we will perform total n minus I iterations. If I is the pass, here I is the pass, n is the number of elements. So in each pass we will perform n minus I iterations to get the result. So we have to use nested loops in the outermost loop, that is I for the passes, and innermost loop, that is j for the operations done in each and every pass. That means comparisons in each and every pass. So in each and every iteration we have to compare the present element with the next element. So if the present element is greater than the next element, automatically we have to perform the swapping operation. That means interchange. We have to interchange the values. So as we know that the swapping procedure, the logic for swapping is we can use the temporary variable, third variable. So if a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, so swapping procedure, applying the swapping procedure using the third variable, we can write temp is equal to a is equal to b is equal to 10. So here the temp is equal to 10, here a is equal to b 20, b is equal to 10 means 10. So a is equal to 20, b is equal to 10. So after swapping. So this is a simple logic we have to perform in each and every inner iteration. So two iterations there will be there. First iteration, that is outer loop, will be for the passes, number of passes, and the inner iteration or inner loop iteration is for comparing the corresponding elements, immediate elements. So hope you understood this procedure. We have to repeat the same procedure until you reaches the n minus 1 passes. So if there are 4 elements, we require 3 passes to get the result. If n is equal to 10, it requires 9 passes to get the result. So n minus 1 passes will be performed for getting the result. So for this, in order to implement this bubble sort, first we have to read the size of an array, and then we have to read the n elements, and then we have to perform the bubble sort. That means for outer loop, the outer loop for passes, and the inner loop is for comparisons. If the previous element is greater than the next element, we have to perform the swapping procedure. So hope you understood this procedure. Now let us write the program so that you can clearly understand. So now let us write the program so that you can clearly understand. So first we have to So first we have to declare an array and a single dimensional array, and we have to declare the size, and then we have to read the elements into an array. For example, let us write here. So int a of 4. So I am taking a of 4. Let it be, or a of 10. Let us declare the array with the 10, and then scanf %d ampersand n, where n is the size of an array. So I am not writing the printf, right? So then, after reading the n, we have to read the value. So for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, we have to write the scanf function to read the every element into an array, %d ampersand a of I, so that the elements will be stored in a of I. That means a of 0 to a of 3, because here we are giving the n value as 4 in this example. Right, after reading the elements, we have to use the nested loop for performing the bubble sort. So for I is equal to 1, I less than n, I plus plus. So this is for passes, and immediately next for j is equal to 0, this is for iteration to compare each and every element. So j less than n minus I, j plus plus. Now compare each and every element, that is a of j is greater than a of j plus 1. So we have to compare the present element and the next element. So I have written j and j plus 1. So if j is equal to 0, a of 0 and a of 1. If j is equal to 1, a of 1 and a of 2. So the immediate elements will be get compared. And if this condition is satisfied, we have to perform the swapping operation. So temp is equal to a of j is equal to a of j plus 1, a of j plus 1 is equal to temp. So this gives the swapping logic. Now obviously close the inner loop and close the outer loop, and then print the elements in an array so that we will get the sorted out. So in order to print the elements, I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, printf %d a of I. So this closes our program. This is the simple logic for the bubble sort. So this is for inner iterations or for comparisons. This is for passes, number of passes. So if n is equal to 4, we require 3 passes. If n is equal to 5, we require 4 passes, n minus 1 passes. So let us trace here so that you can clearly understand. So without tracing the program, you can't get the logic, right? So we don't know whether the logic is right or not. So if you trace the program, we can get the correct logic. So let us take n is equal to, so let us take here. So n is equal to 4. So we will take the previous values, n is equal to 4, and the values are 70, 40, 50 and 10. 70, 40, 50 and 10, 4 elements. So this index value is a of 0, a of 1, a of 2, a of 3. Hope you understood, right? So after reading the values, now start the iterations. Now I is equal to 1. So first pass, I is equal to 1. So 1 less than n. Here n is 4. So the condition is true. Obviously next j is equal to 0. Then 0 less than n minus I, that means 4 minus 1, 3. This is also right. So the control will enter into the loop. Now a of j value 0 is greater than a of j plus 1, means 1. So a of 0 is 70 greater than 40. So we have to apply the swapping operations. So temporary is equal to a of j. So t is equal to a of j. A of j here is 0. So 70. Next, a of j is equal to a plus 1. So a of 0 is equal to j plus 1, that means 40. Then a of j plus 1, that means 1. A of 1 is equal to temporary, that is 70. So clearly observe that temporary is equal to 70, a of 0 is equal to 40, a of 1 is equal to 70. Now the values will be so a of 0 value is 40, 70, 50 and 10. So this is the output of the first iteration. Now this is the index value 0, 1, 2, 3. So index value, I am saying that it is an index value. That means a of 1, a of 0, a of 2, a of 3. Now again, j is equal to, so j will be incremented. So j is equal to 1, comma, 1 less than n minus I, that is I is still 1. So 4 minus 1, that is 3. 1 less than 3. Here the condition is true. So again, perform the operation. So a of 1 greater than a of 2. So a of 1 here is 70 greater than a of 2, 50. So the condition is again true, right? Here also the condition is true. Second swapping will be done. Temporary is equal to, so temporary is equal to a of j, that means a of 1. A of 1 here is 70. 70. A of j is equal to, that means a of 1 is equal to a of j plus 1, a of 2, that means 50. Similarly, a of 2 is equal to 70. Then now the result will be 40, 50, 70 and 10. So this is the position of 0, position of 1, position of 2, position of 3. So this is the output for second iteration. Now again j is equal to 2. J value will be incremented, j is equal to 2. So here j is equal to 2, 2 less than 3. Again the condition is true. So a of 2 greater than a of 3. A of 2 here is 70 greater than 10. Again the condition is true. Again there will be swapping. The same logic. Temporary is equal to 70, a of 2 is equal to 10, a of 3 is equal to this 70. So the output for this, so swapping will be performed. So the output will be 40, 50, 10 and 70. So a of 0, a of 1, a of 2, a of 3. So this is the output for the third iteration. 0th iteration, first iteration, third iteration, second iteration, sorry. So 3 iterations, 1, 2 and 3. Now again condition, j will be incremented. So now j is equal to 3. So if j is equal to 3, 3 less than 3, the condition fails. So automatically now I will be, the control will come out from the loop. Now I will be incremented. I is equal to 2. Let us take here, okay. So I is equal to 2, second pass, that means this ends the first pass. I is equal to 2, 2 less than 4. So condition is true, right? So inner loop will be started. J is equal to 0, j is equal to 0 and 0 less than n minus I. Now I value is 2. So n value is 4. 4 minus 2, 2. So this is also condition also true. So now a of 0 greater than a of 1. So a of 0 is 40, a of 1 is 50. So condition fails. So if the condition fails, we didn't write any else function. So obviously the j will be incremented. So this condition fails because a of 0 is having 40 greater than 50. So this condition fails. So nothing will be happen, just j will be incremented. J is equal to 1. And 1 less than n minus I, that is 2. Again the condition is true. Now a of 1 greater than a of 2. So a of 1 value is 50 is greater than 10. So this condition is true, swapping will be done. So 50 will be placed to the a of 2 and 10 will be placed to the a of 1. So the same operation will be performed here. So after that we will get the result. So 40, 10, 50 and 70. So this is the 0th index, first index, second index and the third index. Now j is equal to 2. So j is equal to 2, 2 less than 2, condition fails. So it ends the second pass because we need not compare the last element and the next element because already 70 is the largest element here. So we need not compare the previous element with the last element. So we will stop here itself. Then I will be incremented now. So this ends the pass 2. Now I is equal to 3, third pass. So 3 less than 4. This condition is true. So the control will enter into the inner iteration. So now again j is equal to 0. So 0 less than n minus I. N is 4, I is 3. 0 less than 1. Again the condition is true. Now a of 0 greater than a of 1. That means 40 greater than 10. This condition is true. Now the swapping should be performed. So after swapping the values will be 10, 40, 50 and 70. 0th value, 1 value, 2 value and the 3 value. Now j will be incremented. J is equal to 1 and 1 less than 1. So condition fails. So here the condition fails. Automatically it comes, control comes out to the outer loop and I will be incremented. Now I is equal to 3. Now I is equal to 4. This ends the third pass. I is equal to 4. The condition 4 less than 4. Again the condition is false. Again the condition false. So the control comes from the outer loop and for I is equal to 0 less than n I plus plus printf a of I. So here a of I means in the first iteration a of 0 10 will be printed, a of 1 40 will be printed, a of 2 50 will be printed and a of 3 70 will be printed. So finally we get the complete elements of an array in a sorted order. So if we take the n number of elements, we require n minus 1 passes to complete the iterations. I mean to complete the sorting procedure in the bubble sort. So hope you understood this simple sorting techniques, the bubble sort. So if you are having any doubts regarding these sorting techniques, you can feel free to post your doubts in the comment section so that I will definitely try to clarify your doubts. And if you like my videos, share my videos with your friends and do subscribe to my channel for more number of videos regarding the technical concepts of CSE. And thanks for watching. Thank you.